Please help support the channel by visiting our Amazon store, affiliate link below. Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the MundaneChats channel. And over the course of 2017, YouTube has just been, oh my God, like it's been a nightmare at times. If you are a creator, if this is your job, if this is your career, this is the year that's put more gray hairs on my head than anything else. This is the year that's been crappy. And the reason why, of course, is the adpocalypse. And that's a real thing. I've actually read some articles today that tried calling it the so-called adpocalypse. No. It's legit. You can't really call it so-called. We can trace it back. And if you are one of the few that are uninformed, allow me just to give you a quick review. So basically, the British government discovered that their advertisements on Google and YouTube are running on extremist content. They pulled said content. Wall Street Journal then ran a hit piece against PewDiePie, isolating 9 instances out of a 6-month span of making videos that were using Nazi humor and Nazi imagery, all within contexts of certain jokes, created a hit piece against him. That then deplatformed him from Maker Studios, pulled some deals that he had with Disney. And I mean, Felix will be fine. He's good. But then the Wall Street Journal, not happy with just that, decided to go and try to find extremist content here in the United States that'd be running advertisements on it. And they came across a Chief Keef video that had the N-word with the hard R in the title of it. And somehow, just somehow, magically, they found that it had McDonald's ads, Starbucks ad, and Toyota ads running on it. This, of course, then prompted a huge pushback from advertisers who knee-jerk reacted and pulled their adverts. Just as a quick side note here, that video, by the way, we looked into it, and it only had made $20.44 over the span of 6 months. So those ads, I don't know how those happened. They realistically, that should not have happened. So it's either a lie or a fluke. That's the way I see it. So anyway, the adpocalypse happened. Everyone pulled out. 216 advertisers pulled out of Google and YouTube. And that caused YouTube and Google to knee-jerk react to the entire response to this, which is what brought about the adpocalypse, which was months and months and months and months and months of not talking to us about the situation, acknowledging that some stuff exists, acknowledging that some stuff has happened, but still not talking with the creators about what to do. Just saying, don't make controversial content. But when you are a person who discusses political issues, social issues, current events, so on and so forth, it becomes a bit of a hassle when you're trying to do this as a job and they're saying like, don't talk about controversial stuff. And you're like, yeah, I talked about a movie. A movie is not controversial and that's getting demonetized. What the hell is going on? And that only caused further frustration and further resentment and further anger to build at YouTube. So what they did is in early August, they released this new system, which was the whole thing with the limited ad state. Now, it turns out that we had all been in this state for months. And they never told us. They never initiated any kind of conversation with creators about the way things were until that rollout. And that rollout, oh man, that was bad because you'd upload a video and it would immediately be hit. It could be you sitting there picking your nose and looking at kittens. Completely unoffensive, not going to bother anybody. It would be hit with limited ads. And that caused a massive decline in content creators' revenue during this time. And it's still going on right now. And that being said, a lot of people were mad, myself included, very frustrated, didn't know what to do because this is our livelihood. This is how we make our money, how we produce the content that you guys consume. And, we were just kind of stuck. So basically, this is my theory. And I think it's actually going to be played out with what I'm going to talk about today. So I was saying that YouTube has a machine learning AI, and that AI is probably going to be sitting there and sending every account back to kind of zero. All right. And so what happens is your videos automatically get hit. You then submit for approval. The more your videos are approved, which sometimes took upwards of 2 days to 2 weeks, or even in some cases, they've still for 2 months now not been reviewed. Makes no sense to me. That they would then, that the more was approved, the faster you would see videos monetized. And then you'd get to a point of where it trusted you enough that it would automatically monetize the video when you uploaded it, which is what happened to me and many others. So as a result of that, as just that result, it was still frustrating, but it was better than nothing. Well, it turns out we find out a little bit more information because that has all been an experiment that was supposed to be teaching the AI what to approve and what not to approve. And as a result, we're getting this update today from the YouTube help forum titled Improving the Technology Behind Our Monetization Icons. Now, This is what pisses me off about this. I just want to get this out of the way first. Why is this on the YouTube help forum on productforums.google.com? Why isn't this on the YouTube creator blog? If this update is as massive as it seems, why wasn't this emailed out to every content creator? Why was it hidden here where people had to go and search for it? That is the problem. But let's go into what Jordan here has to say. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jordan. How are you? Hopefully you have good news for me so I'm not, contemplating a suicide because my channel is dying. I'm being hyperbolic. In August, we launched the new monetization icons and appeals process so that you would have more transparency into how each and every video on your channel is monetizing. You actually didn't have any more transparency. There was no more transparency except for the fact that they told you your video wasn't making any money. That was the transparency. That's, again, part of the problem. Like I said, in the middle of the summer before this happened, your video would have the green dollar icon indicating that it was in fact monetized, but it would be in this limited ad state, and they just never told you, which is one of the reasons why people were getting super upset. This system uses machine learning to apply a green icon, fully monetized, or a yellow icon, limited to no ads, on your videos and offers you the ability to appeal if you feel the video is misclassified. Most of my videos were misclassified, to be honest with you. Like 90%, I'd probably say 95% of all my videos that I've appealed have become fully monetized. So yeah, like they're misclassified. And you know what? It's annoying to constantly have to do that because if it takes anywhere from 2 days to 2 weeks to approve a claim, I've already lost out on all that potential earnings because my videos are only really good for the first couple days. That's because I run current events, and that's because I post a lot of content, and a lot of people watch a lot of different things. So you're always competing. So this just hurts you, and it's annoying because it could have been better communicated. Anyway, appeals receive a human review, and those decisions help the system get smarter over time, which did back my original theory of this being a machine learning AI, that the more it's learning about your channel, the faster it will either decide to monetize or claim. And I don't necessarily know how much I feel those human review processes are entirely human reviewed, if you know what I mean. We have no way of knowing. They say that it is. Because they go on to say that since August, over 1 million human reviews have helped train and improve this technology. And today we're releasing an important update that will result in fewer misclassifications overall. As a result, there will be a 30% reduction in the number of videos receiving limited ads as they move to being fully monetized. In other words, millions more videos will be fully monetized. And that's good. That's really good, especially right now, because we're almost at the end of October. And October, November, and December are the big ad earnings months of the year. The final 3 months of the year float YouTubers for the first 3 months of the year because the ad rates are so crap in January, February, and March. It's a process that those of us who do this full time, we know, we understand, we get it. But at the same time, this is hurting us at our best time of the year, which is really killing a lot of people's momentum. Saying here that we will begin this update today at 2:30 p.m. and it will be complete by 2:30 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. For your channel, you may see icons that were previously yellow turn to green. You may also see icons that were previously green turn to yellow. This updated system is an improvement, but it's not perfect. We know there's much more work to do, so if you feel that the yellow icon is a mistake, please continue to appeal. Look, appeal everything. It doesn't matter what it is. Appeal everything. Because a lot of times, the humans will disapprove it if it doesn't look like it's going to be horrifically terrible. But that being said, I've also had videos like the Corey Feldman one I posted the other day. I posted it, it went yellow, I hit appeal before I even posted the video. It was approved and then went through last couple of days just fine. Then this morning was hit with the demonetization. So I thought that was interesting, but everything else has been approved, so that's good. And today is very much a test to see whether or not my channel is going to be part of that 30% fewer claimed videos. And I'm hoping that number will eventually go to 60% and then 90% fewer claimed videos, because most of the content is absolutely advertiser friendly. Most of the content is perfectly fine. There are eyeballs on the screen. People are watching. They said that the average user on YouTube now clocks in 30 hours a month or something on the platform. It's a lot of people are watching. So advertisers are missing out on potential clients and potential customers as a result of this nonsense that was spurred on by the Wall Street Journal doing felonious reporting and outright hit jobs. That's the unfortunate side of this here, that those people will never be held accountable for their actions, and we are all suffering as a result of their incompetence and also their jealousy and envy, because that's what it boiled down to. Let's be fair. Let's be realistic. It boiled down to the fact that they were upset that YouTube, aka new media, is eclipsing old media and they can't handle. So they decided to basically Nancy Kerrigan us, or Tanya Harding us, however you want to look at that particular analogy. Anyway, so it says here, please note the status of videos already manually reviewed prior to this update will not change. Well, that's not true. As I pointed out, the Corey Feldman one was manually reviewed and then went back to the old state. So take that with a grain of salt. She finishes here by saying, today's performance update was only possible because of the feedback you gave the system through the appeals process. As we continue to make improvements, we will keep you updated on changes. The creator community is incredibly important to YouTube, and we're grateful for your patience as we've worked to make our systems better, bring advertisers back to the platform, and push updates that help protect your revenue. Well, considering the fact that my revenue is the lowest it's been this month as a result of these kind of really crappy claims, and taking 2 days to pick back up again, I do hope that this problem is somewhat on the road to being mended, because that would be nice. But another thing here, by the way, Jordan or anyone at YouTube is watching this, communication is something you all should take a lesson in. I understand that YouTube itself is kind of like an iceberg floating in the ocean, and if it makes any movements, it's slow and takes time to get to the whole thing. I get that. I understand that. I do. I'm not attacking YouTube in that regard. I get that it's a behemoth and it has to act accordingly, and it can't do knee-jerk things because that impacts everybody and then there's confusion. But at the same time, they could do a better attempt or make a better attempt at attempting to talk to people, to reach out. That product forum message should have been blasted in an email, not put in some pocket of Google for people to hunt and find. That is not how you rebuild trust in a platform where its creators are begging other giants like Amazon to come in and create an alternative. That is not how you do this. But hopefully for the next month and a half, because that's about what the time we have left in terms of the high ad rates, we'll be able to see a pickup and people will be able to earn enough to not only get themselves through the end of the year, but float them through the first quarter of next year, because we're going to see a lot of people simply walk away, or people not post as much because they don't have time, because what they thought was their career is now just a hobby, and they may not even be much of that for much longer because of this nonsense. And that's unfortunate, because lesser content on here from creators means it's more content being produced by larger companies like Vivo, and for some reason everything James Corden touches turns into a viral sensation. Stuff that is fueled through corporate deals rather than community created content. So hopefully they'll get their act together and everyone will be a-okay. But I don't know. I'm optimistic, but I'm also checking the want ads, if you know what I mean. Hey guys, that wraps up this video. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do so below. I love to read your guys' input. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me in the YouTube algorithm. If you want to support the channel, there's the Amazon affiliate store, there's PayPal, there's Patreon, there's Bitcoin. And if you're bored and you want something else to watch, check out $3 Theater up here. My name is Matt Jarbo. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a wonderful day. Peace out.